The Lakers are 24-27 in 2021 to 2022, which ranks them 8th in the West. As early as February, the Purple and Gold are guaranteed a play-in tournament game against the 10th seed, hoping to earn a home playoff game against the loser of the 7-8 encounter. The Lakers have struggled with injuries and coronavirus absences, including LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kendrick Nunn. The NBA expects Los Angeles to improve once its core players return to the court and reestablish camaraderie. It's impossible to picture a Lakers team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis finishing below 500 as the season progresses. If the Lakers finished outside the top 8 in the Western Conference, they would miss the playoffs in 2022. In this experiment, we'll assume 3 things. The Lakers will postseason in 2022, they won't find a buyer for Westbrook's huge contract, they'll be healthy going into the postseason, and their opponents will be as well. Here are the Lakers' 3 worst-case playoff scenarios. In the number 3 spot, we have the Lakers versus the Grizzlies. The Lakers have played the Grizzlies 4 times already this season, going 1-3 against them, with their single win coming at the end of October, 3 games into the season. The Grizzlies have one of the best backcourts in the NBA with Ja Morant and Desmond Bane. Meanwhile, the Lakers have largely alternated between 3 mediocre defenders at guard positions: Russell Westbrook, Avery Bradley, and Malik Monk. Morant and Bane have combined to annihilate the Lakers in 4 games. The Lakers can't win a series against the starting backcourt that gives up more than 50 points each game. Russell Westbrook has nowhere to hide. He can't remain in front of Ja Morant, the NBA's most athletic guard who continuously rushes the hoop, pressuring opposing defenders, and he also can't cover Desmond Bane, who averages 18.1 points per game and is more physical than Westbrook at this stage of his career. Avery Bradley defends well, but at 6'3", 180, he isn't big enough to threaten all-star point guards. Assigned to guard the other team's best backcourt player by coach Frank Vogel, Bradley has usually failed, allowing his team to shoot 8.2% higher than typical. Malik Monk might replace Avery Bradley, but he's more of an offensive player than a defensive specialist. Alex Caruso and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 2 Lakers from last year's team, were unable to slow down the Grizzlies' backcourt. We have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, one of the best duos in the league, Lakers fans will yell. But that's true. Despite this, though, we have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, one of the best duos in the league, Lakers fan will yell, and that's true. But despite that, Memphis forward Jaren Jackson Jr. has bothered LBJ this season, holding him to 27.8 points per game, which is below his season average. However, the Lakers forward is only shooting 18% from outside the arc this season, allowing Adams to take a step back when guarding Davis, reducing his speed advantage. Ja Morant is the Grizzlies' biggest mismatch. Maybe LBJ and company can take advantage of Memphis' youth and win a first-round series, but it seems very unlikely and low. Up next, we have the Lakers face off against the Suns again. The Lakers have lost both games against the Suns this season. You know Chris Paul and Devin Booker are all-stars and the league's top guard duos. You can also assume that if Ja Morant and Desmond Bane provide issues for the Lakers in a 7-game series, CP3 and Book will cause havoc for a purple and gold team missing a real ball hawk at either guard spot. So instead of gushing about Paul and Booker, let's talk about the Suns' defense. Phoenix has 3 of the league's best wing defenders. Jay Crowder rips on D. He defends 3.2 3-point shots per game and has a 44 field goal percentage. Crowder resembles Dennis Rodman or Metta World Peace. He's a borderline villain who does not fear anyone. You adore him when he plays for your team and despise him when he opposes. In the paint, Johnson is a 6'8", 210-pound forward with the size and foot speed to cover smaller players. He has a 45% defensive field goal percentage on 9.4 attempts per game. Simply, the Suns are ready to slow down LeBron James in the playoffs. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we have the Lakers travel to San Francisco to face the Warriors. If the Lakers can't stop Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker, they'll never stop Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Every time MVP candidate Steph Curry touched the ball on the outside, the Lakers sent multiple defenders his way. That plan failed. Klay Thompson has returned. Toss an easy ball to Thompson for a death-by-can triple if the Lakers double-team Curry in the 2022 playoffs. The purple and gold will have to cover with men. Stephen Curry is one of the world's fittest athletes. He averages 1.45 miles per game on offense, running around screens, cutting to the hoop, and driving into the lane. Russell Westbrook can't keep up with him, so the Lakers would put Avery Bradley on him. To stop one of the best long-range shooters in the NBA history, Brody must contest 2 3-point shots each game. No club wants to face the Warriors' backcourt combo. It's impossible to imagine Westbrook, Bradley, and Monk surviving a matchup with Curry and Thompson. Well, guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.